910, Big 550, KTRS. Welcome to the TV audience on KTLR 11.2. That is channel 187 on your charter system. Also, over-the-air HD antenna, channel 11.2. We're also on STLtoday.com. Go to the Opinion tab page. We're on KTRS.com. And we're also on the phone app, as well as the old-fashioned way on 550 on your AM dial. The Book of Mormon debuted this week at the Peabody, and it runs through January 18th. And Adam Levinskis is one of the Mormon boys and a St. Louis native, and he joins us now. Adam, welcome to Big 550 KTRS.
Hi, thanks for having me.
You grew up in St. Louis?
I did. Well, I was born in Maryland Heights and moved to St. Charles when I was a kid.
I need you to talk right into the microphone.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's all right. This isn't the theater. You have to talk to the back room there. I grew up in Maryland Heights?
I was born in Maryland Heights, and I moved to St. Charles when I was 8.
Okay, 8. And you graduated from what high school?
St. Charles West High School.
And you always want to be a theater man? You always a theater guy?
Always, yep.
Yeah.
Started performing, I think I was 7, is when I auditioned first for the Muni here,
Right.
and that's where I got my start.
So you were part of the Muni Kids?
Yes.
Yeah. And then after you graduated from high school, how did take us through how you got to be here?
Well, I guess senior year of high school, you sort of start to figure out what you want to do with your life, and I decided I wanted to go to theater school, so I scheduled a whole bunch of auditions, and mostly on the East Coast.
Right.
I wanted to
Sure, that's where it is.
go there, and got into the Boston Conservatory after an audition, and the rest is history.
And then you were off and running. The Book of Mormon, this is your first time back in St. Louis, right? This is a bit of a homecoming for you.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's the little kid inside of me is very happy.
Yeah. You grew up performing at the Muni. Now you're at the Peabody. When you grew up, the Peabody was basically a boarded up building.
Yeah.
Right. So now you're back, and this is your first time at the Peabody?
It is, yeah. It's a really beautiful theater. It's one of the more beautiful ones that we've played on tour. Like lots of gold leafing, beautiful opera house. Yeah, they've been
the
awesome.
Art Deco design, that whole front is just absolutely beautiful. I mean,
it's incredible.
You kind of expect Superman to sort of come around a corner, don't you? In that?
Exactly.
All right. So, Book of Mormon. It's a comedy.
It is. It's
a raucous good time.
It is. The word everyone likes to use is irreverent. It's a comedy. It's for adults.
Yes. Written by the two guys who do South Park. Yep. This is their
Trey Parker and Matt Stone. Yep.
Right. And so you guys take it on the road, and it takes on another level of importance, I think, with what's going on over in Paris, right? Because there aren't anyone protesting the Book of Mormon. It's offensive, maybe. It's insulting. It's makes fun of. It's satirical for those who might be Mormon or sympathetic to the Mormon faith. But there aren't bombs going off, right? People aren't picketing the show, which is very different than what's going on in Paris.
It is very different. I mean, we're obviously very lucky to live in America and to be able to have the freedom of speech that we have, and we're definitely exercising that in this show.
Right.
But the only sort of protest that we have is a sort of a peaceful, silent protest. You always see the Mormon missionaries, the actual missionaries outside handing out cards, but we're definitely not dealing with bombs and kinds of stuff, and we hope that we never have to.
It just shows you the juxtaposition, the different worlds we kind of live in. I saw Book of Mormon on Broadway, and here my only criticism of the Book of Mormon is. People are laughing so hard, it's hard to hear the next joke.
That is the thing. Literally every other line is a joke, and I still laugh. I mean, the guys, we keep getting sort of cast changes, so we're getting a lot of you get a fresh take on the lines, and it works every time, but it works so differently on each person. And the two guys playing it right now are hysterical.
Right.
And we're still giggling backstage. It's like, it's so well written. Trey and Matt are so talented. They literally sit and write, over lunch break, like an episode of South Park that's completely culturally relevant and smart.
Right.
They're just so good at what they do. So.
It's also a tight show. As you said, there's a joke after a joke. There's 6 jokes in one line.
Oh, yeah.
And so people are laughing, and it was almost like when I saw it, I was like, will you be quiet, people? I'm missing 4 jokes.
No.
You're laughing. So, leave me alone.
Don't be quiet, though. We love a loud audience.
But it's explain to people who haven't seen it, who want to see it. Give them a sense of the premise of the show.
Without giving away too much, it's basically, 2 Mormon missionaries go on their mission, and they end up being sent to Africa. and it isn't exactly what they had in mind. And over the course of the show, and a series of events, they sort of, define what they believe, and you sort of like grow up, and we're along for the ride with all the little hiccups and things that happen that are
Right.
funny in between.
Yeah, it's a really, really smart. It's really funny. It's just a really good. It's something you don't normally see out of a Broadway show, really.
No, and the best part about the show is that it's like a man's show. I mean, women will love it too, but there's so many musicals that I think, like the men are turned off by, but this
Right,
one
right.
specifically is like, the guys are like, falling out of their chairs laughing. It's
That's a great point. Men might not necessarily get Wicked,
right. Exactly.
but they will certainly get the Book of Mormon.
Yes.
Yeah. When you're on stage, is it the same every night? Is it a different performance every night?
Oh gosh, it's different. The thing that's cool about this show is that the audience, I mean, it is literally like a character in the show. Like your reaction sort of fuels us, and the timing of the jokes is based off of, how long they're laughing or how much. And
Right.
so, every night is completely unique. Some nights you have houses, like you said, like you can't even hear the
Right.
next line. And sometimes it's quiet, and that's a different show. It just works differently. Different people take a different way, but it's always fresh. It's always a good time.
Have you ever forgotten a line while on stage?
I did once, and they won't let me live it down.
What happened?
Well, the line was I don't even know if I'm allowed to say the line, but
Okay.
I didn't get most of the line out.
Right.
I think I said something like I told a lie once, and I went to hell, and that was not the line at all. And I actually got the biggest laugh I've ever gotten on that line, but it was wrong.
Right.
So sorry, Trey, on that.
It must be. For me, for me, I'd be petrified every night that even though you know your lines and you've done it hundreds of times, I'd be petrified that the one night I would forget. Or, I mean, do you still get that nervousness every time you go on stage?
Sort of in the beginning, like you always think you're gonna, fall on your face. But I've been doing it now for about 1.5 years. So, if you don't know what you're doing, you're probably not paying attention. But
Right.
that's not,
All right, fair enough.
professionals up there.
The Peabody is hosting the Book of Mormon now through January 15th. Adam Levinskis, a St. Louis native, St. Charles. Where was St. Charles?
St. Charles.
St. Charles. What was the high school in St. Charles?
St. Charles West.
St. Charles West. 2003 graduate, has gone on to do bigger and better things. Now back, the Book of Mormon now through January 18th. What are you telling your fellow cast members to do while they're in St. Louis?
Oh man. Well, I told them that I love the zoo, but it's really cold.
Are you taking them to the Arch?
The Arch, I think the City Museum.
City Museum?
All sorts of stuff.
Taking them to Ted Drew's?
Yeah, they actually sell Ted Drew's custard cups like in the hotel that they're staying at.
Okay.
I didn't know they do that, like Ben and Jerry's.
Right.
So I'm gonna, gain 5 pounds while I'm here, but
All right, good.
it's worth it.
And then you're going to stay on the show for a while. Anything new for you? Anything next coming up?
I mean, eventually, you'll start to look. I'll start to look for whatever's next. But right now, I'm having a really good time, and I'm just gonna ride it out and see what happens.
Good. Book of Mormon now through January 18th. Adam, thanks for checking in.
Awesome.
All right,
Thanks for having
good.
me.
920 here, Big 550 KTRS. Let me talk to you about